Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of FloridaManFirearms. Today we got a really cool AK. We have the ZPAP92. You've seen this before on the channel. We wanted to give it a solo review, if you will, what our opinion is on this. For the most part, my opinion of this rifle, this pistol, excuse me, is quite positive. I've really been impressed with the Serbian AKs that have been coming in. This one we have outfitted with a Bakelite magazine, a legit Bakelite. I believe it's an Izmash. This thing has been 100% reliable. Eventually we will get a pistol brace for it to make it look even, to have it a little more shootable. Real quick, we're just going to go over some cool features of this pistol. Obviously, like any other Serbian-made rifle, it's got the 1.5 millimeter thick receiver. Chrome line bolt and carrier, also with a chrome line hammer forged barrel, which is a really big thing for AKs. Like, for the longest time, if you wanted something like that, you'd have to go with an Arsenal. These guns are being imported for under $1,100 into the country, and it's awesome to get a quality made AK or AK pistol. Let's go ahead and show you how it disassembles real quick. We're going to take our Bakelite magazine out. We're going to check the chamber, make sure it's empty. And the cool thing is, probably my favorite feature of this pistol, just like any traditional Russian crank, they do have the Hinge dust cover, which is a really cool feature. It's really great. I love it because it's everything you need to clean is right here. Your top cover is retained by the little pin, and you can just take the gun apart like so. So let's take a look at the insides. We have basically a lot of traditional AK trigger pack. You see obviously the thicker Ford trunnion, which is nice. The ejector is moved a little more forward than it would be on a traditional AK. The reason is, and we can show it in a later video, but if you put this rifle or this pistol on safe and there's a round in the chamber, you can actually eject the round out of the pistol, in this case, while the safety is on. You can't do that on a traditional AK, which I thought was really cool. On a traditional AK, like a Russian Powderin, the ejector is actually moved a little more to the rear, which it's a cool little feature that the Serbians put in there. Bolt and bolt carrier. Now we've had a ton of rounds through this gun. We've probably had 1,200-ish rounds through here, and I can tell you right now, the bolt and carrier look great for what we put through it. Very minimal wear. I mean, there is wear, but very minimum, very typical. Obviously, they had to put a smaller piston rod in there for the shorter action. And then reassembly is just like any AK. You're going to install it back. Get in our rails. Slide forward. Put in your recoil spring. Like so. And then you just pop your hinge closed. And that's it. Rack your action. Pull the trigger. Let's check function. And then voila. So these guns are awesome. They can easily be had for under $1,100. It's really cool. It's got the crink, the little booster that you would see on most crinks. Black wooden handguard, although we may be considering changing it out for a cheese grater. These handguards get stupid hot, and they have a bad habit of smoking. So you also have a pick rail in case you want to mount an optic, although I wouldn't recommend it, but you can if you want. Only because these dust covers aren't the most stablest. Anyone who is into AK should know that. Also, real quick, this has a bolt hold open on the safety. That's actually pretty cool. According to some sources, that was a feature that was requested by the American market. So that's pretty cool. So if you want to waste the time and lock your bolt back, and then pop in a fresh magazine, like so, and you can literally just push this down and load it. So that's a pretty sweet little feature. How practical is it? you be the judge. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's our ZPAP. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like our channel and videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Some fireballs coming out of that thing.